is Wednesday, May 12th, 2021. Welcome into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today on the show, we look towards tonight's racing with the Outlaws in Pennsylvania and the FloRacing Night in America series back in action. We've also got modified results from last night, new podcast episodes, and more, so let's jump in. The classic and historic Outlaws versus Pennsylvania Posse rivalry kicks off for 2021 starting tonight at Lincoln Speedway. The trash talking on social media has already started, with the Posse drivers looking for some revenge after a rough 2020 season against the Outlaws. Sheldon Haudenschild is the defending Lincoln winner back on July 23rd last year, and it was nearly a complete top 10 lockout for the Outlaws, with series regulars taking the top 8 positions. Anthony Macri was the highest finishing Posse driver in 10th. The last time a Posse driver beat the Outlaws was actually Lance DeWeese at Williams Grove on May 18th of 2019. Since then, every series race in central Pennsylvania has either been won by an Outlaw full-timer or an Invader. Following the two shows at Eldora last weekend, Brad Sweet's series points lead has been chopped down from 90 to 62, thanks to two finishes outside the top 10 at the famous Ohio dirt track. And now with Pennsylvania on tap, Sweet's lead over gravel could be even more in peril. Lincoln and the Grove are not historically great tracks for the Big Cat, and he has no wins at either in the previous 3 seasons. Back through 2018, Sweet's finishes at Lincoln are 27th, 4th, and 8th. On the flip side, these tracks are a strong suit for gravel, who has 3 straight top 4 runs at Lincoln and multiple wins at the Grove in the previous seasons to go along with other strong finishes. Looking at a win pick for tonight, the DIRTRACKR.com analytics prediction formula likes David Gravel over Donnie Schatz and by a decent margin. Another driver I'm curious to watch is Tim Schaefer. He's already got 2 Lincoln wins in 2021 and has been strong with that Hefner 72 and crew chief Heath Moyle. Pennsylvania has been pretty wide open this season across the various tracks, so I'm not sure we have a Posse favorite for tonight or the weekend. You start talking about guys like Lance DeWeese and Anthony Macri and Freddie Raymer and Danny Dietrich. Among those guys, I just don't know that there's a favorite. We'll also be watching to see if Logan Schuchart can continue to rebound and if Schatz can get win 300. If you can't be at Lincoln tonight, Dirt Vision has live streaming coverage with your Fast Pass. The stream should go live around 6:15 p.m. Eastern tonight. With 2 of 10 races complete, the FloRacing Night in America series is back in action tonight at Brownstown Speedway for $10,000 to win. As I mentioned on the show yesterday, a busy weekend of dirt late model action is on tap, and tonight's show kicks things off. Jonathan Davenport won the opener at Tyler County back on April 15th, and Devin Moran took down the $22,000 score in round 2 at Atomic on April 22nd. Those two lead the current point standings, with Tyler Erb, Mike Marlar, and Hudson O'Neill completing the top 5. 44 different drivers have attempted at least one race so far, with another really nice field of cars expected for tonight. Between Flo and some other sources, it sounds like we should be in the neighborhood of 25 to 30 cars, and the field will be stacked with talent, including Davenport, Moran, new Lucas winner Josh Rice, Ricky Thornton Jr., Dennis Erb Jr., Mike Marlar, Brandon Shepard will be there in his family B5, and Kyle Larson will be in attendance driving the K&L Rumley 6 car again. Larson already has a Lucas win this season back in the opener at Alltech, and he finished 3rd in the Flo Night in America debut at Tyler County. In his last late model start back on April 17th at Hagerstown, Larson went quick time with Lucas but hurt the engine and didn't finish the night. But I did see this week that the Rumley 6 was at a test at Friendship Motor Speedway in North Carolina. They were maybe there to shake down a new power plant in preparation for tonight. Looking at some possible drivers to watch for the win, Davenport and Larson are definitely high on the list for obvious reasons. Davenport has been absolutely on fire as of late, and Larson is a threat wherever he goes in any race car. Tyler Erb and Hudson O'Neill could be contenders as well, as they both have wins at Brownstown in recent seasons. O'Neill is also coming off a 2nd place run last time out with Lucas on May 1st at Florence. If you can't be at Brownstown tonight, watch all of the racing live on Flo. The Short Track Super Series was back in action last night for their North Region kickoff at Accord Speedway. Anthony Perego picked up the win at the track he's had a bunch of success at in the past. He slipped by Tyler Dipple on a restart with 8 laps to go and held Matt Williamson off in the closing laps for the $5,000 score. Williamson ended up 2nd, Mike Mahaney was 3rd, Tyler Dipple slid back to 4th, and Scott Ferrier was 5th. Short Track Super Series is back next Tuesday night at Outlaw Speedway for round 2 of the North Region. Last night's race was the first time I'd seen any racing at Accord, and it looks like a neat little joint. It's a quarter-mile bull ring near Poughkeepsie, and I thought the racing was really fun. It's definitely hard to beat those short tracks. You can watch the feature replay and the highlights over on Flow if you are so inclined. There are plenty of new dirt racing podcast episodes to check out from the past 7 days. Wing Nation has episodes with Darren Pittman and Sheldon Hodenshield and Austin McCarl. Open Red has Lance DeWeese. Forward Bite has Mike Norris and Anthony Sanders. Ohio Dirt has Dean Jacobs. Passing Points has Danny Smith. And there are new episodes of The Dirt Nerds, The Dirt Reporters, Stick Signals, and Wednesdays with Wayne. To see the full list of shows and episodes with links to watch, or not links to watch, links to listen, visit dirttracker.com/podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, if you missed it yesterday, I posted a new Conversations episode to the podcast feed and YouTube. Dirt Vision pit reporter and the voice of the Summer Nationals, Ruben Morales, joined me to talk about all things World of Outlaws late models and Summer Nationals. We talked about the Outlaw season today, Chris Madden's championship chances, the Summer Nationals schedule, the Stick Signals podcast, and a bunch more. You can find that episode at youtube.com/dirttracker or at dirttracker.com/conversations. There are 4 items on the streaming schedule for today. Dirt Vision has 2 shows and Flow has 2 shows. The World of Outlaws at Lincoln and Dirt Car Esports action are happening on Dirt Vision, while Flow 24/7 and the FloRacing Night in America late models are live from Brownstown. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit dirttracker.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Wednesday. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, please leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. Also, if you have show suggestions, I actually got a DM yesterday about something we're going to talk about on a future show. But if you have show suggestions, questions, things like that, certainly don't hesitate to reach out. We can certainly work those into the mix as well. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily where you get podcasts plus YouTube and Facebook. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and leave a review. You can email the show at info@dirttracker.com. I do check those every single day. Follow DIRTRACKR on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at DIRTRACKR. And you can check out the website for all kinds of cool dirt racing stuff by visiting dirttracker.com. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more DIRTRACKR Daily.